Coach, you're an outspoken critic of the use of performance-enhancing drugs, but throughout your career you've worked with world champions, Olympic athletes. Surely you've come across people who have found some benefit from using steroids or other performance-enhancing drugs. Could you talk a little bit about why you feel that your training programs eliminate the need for performance-enhancing drugs?
Yes, first of all, I will explain to my athletes that any kind of athletic enhancement drugs are prohibited, illegal. So the second one, I said always to them that think about your future, think that if they catch you, you will be suspended for life or for 2 years or whatever, and then you can achieve the same performance. It is harder work. Usually with my high performance athletes, I work 4 times a day, around 5, 6 to 8 hours workout a day. What is very important, the recovery, how you recover them. So I try to suggest to my athletes that sport is not for pleasure. Sport is a professional thing which you need to sacrifice some time for it. So there are methods like the self-relaxation method. With self-relaxation method, if you learn very well, you can improve your performances up to 15%. So that helps very much. Working out more times a day and do the right recovery, you can improve amazingly. Imagine someone works out 3 times a week or someone works out 4 times a day. That is 24 workout a week. And then, so working out 3 times a day, you need more than a month. Let's see, 4 times is 2 months to do the same amount of workouts. So main issue is how to recover them. And it's not that big deal. You can recover very well. Your athletes, you need to have the right ratio of carbohydrate, fat, because athletes need also fat in their diet. And then to get gradually into it, and then in that way is much better to do it this way. You sleep very well night, you know, you don't have the idea, oh gosh, they catch me or something.
You mentioned earlier about general conditioning during the course of an annual plan for working out versus a competition period. Could you talk a little bit more about how you might prepare an athlete for their season versus off-season workouts?
That is differing for every sport. It's different for baseball, Olympic weightlifting, completely different. In Olympic weightlifting, actually, they usually do all year round with barbells and then some dumbbell exercises, and I prefer more and more of that. But still, for Olympic weightlifters, I did and I do if I work with Olympic weightlifters, in the transitory period, trying to eliminate completely the barbells and do it except some squat routines and do everything with dumbbells. And then so it would take days to explain exactly all of the sports. For football, for example, because it's a very seasonal sport, then would be much easier to do for the football season and preparation for the football season, and after that how to prepare them with dumbbells and different kind of conditioning exercises. And then there are certain sports like golf, tennis. Just general fitness would help amazingly in their preparation. You don't need several times coaches overreact and they want to do too specific preparation. You don't need that. You need to get the general good base. And then what is the most important, the exercise technique. Always I mention to everyone in all of my classes I teach, I start with this. No dangerous exercises, just dangerous techniques. So people must learn that you cannot in a sudden just get heavy weights and do it bad technique. You need to learn exercise the right way. That's very, very, very important.
People who are watching this interview and considering maybe adopting some of your exercise programs, what's the best way for them to get started? How would they begin adopting dumbbell, barbell conditioning into their routines?
I don't know. Probably I would start with my book. I have a book and a DVD of 3.5 hours which shows the perfect technique, and a lot of them from front view and side view at the same time, so it's much easier to learn the right technique. And then the book has 15 or 16 different full program, and also I give a free program for everyone who orders my package deal, my book and the DVD. So, but in the meantime, we have so many YouTubes also, and then on YouTubes you can see exercise techniques, and would be great for everyone to start to learn the exercises with the right technique. After that, you can combine together. Several times people write me that, oh, I wanted to order your book, but I found so many YouTubes and I make it from the YouTube. That's okay. So, and then they combine from their exercise and they work out in that way. And the funny things about it, we talked before, is that if you, several of my clienteles, they go to the Gold Gym or Bailey's or other fitness centers, and they take their program on the desk, on the board, on the bench, and then they start exercising, and people are looking on them that these guys are some ETs, because they never saw in their life something like this. So it's very interesting, but more and more people does the same thing. One of my neighbors said that he went to the gym, and then some people were doing my programs and said, yes, he is my neighbor, but said, oh, this program is very hard, but in the meantime people were getting around them, that what they are doing.
So your book would have general conditioning programs in there also, as well as a listing of all of the exercises that someone might have to learn. And the DVD, the advantage is it actually shows the technique of those exercises.
Right, right. And in the book I have the general fitness and two variations of it. One of them general fitness, other one with higher repetitions for endurance athletes or people who wants to burn fat. In the meantime, I have so many new programs I call the fat burning programs, and then other, I make probably every 2-3 months a new program, and then comes up new ideas. I work with some athletes and I see something as hoops, and then they have some requests, or some clientele, they have some requests, and I sit down and then day and night, because it takes months to finish a program in the right way.
Coach, you're introducing a new football whoop-ass program and a super challenger program. Where did these names come from, and what are these exercise programs?
Always I loved to make the program fun, because I learned this, that for smiling you need 2-3 muscles. For crying you need more than 54 muscles, and you get depressed. So I try to make my athletes from the beginning to smile, to say yes, I love it, and to say same thing on the end of the program. And that's why I try to give also different names, like the Big Fun program, the Tremendous Pleasure program. And so those names, people say, oh, tremendous pleasure. It's a very hard work. But when they read it, the tremendous pleasure, they approach the program in different way. They are already smiling, they are positive about it. Their attitude turns completely different. So, and then recently I get more and more requests for football. So I had different football programs, and for throwers, for power athletes. And I said, I need to make a real hard program, a challenger for any kind of athletes in the world. So I published in the Muscle and Fitness magazine 2 years ago, 3 years ago, the Whoop-ass bodybuilders program for bodybuilders. So I made a version of it. I do same thing like Rocky 1, Rocky 2, and then I made a version for football and for power athletes. And then it's much harder, very athletic, and then I combined with the Super Challenger program. So the Whoop-ass for football and the Super Challenger challenges any kind of renegade athletes in the world. And now for football players, if really someone wants to do it before their season, I guarantee that they get in real shape and they can whoop-ass to anyone.
Thanks for your time today, Coach, and we hope you great athletes.
Thank you very much. Good luck.